Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to another episode of Robot Rumble 2. I have been taking a little bit of a break from YouTube, but I should be not fully back, but somewhat back. I'm trying to aim for this is going to sound, if you guys are wanting more videos out, it might not be as happy for you. I'm trying to get out 2 videos every month, maybe more. It depends on my work schedule. I'm working a lot more now based off of just personal stuff. But with that being said, you guys don't care about that. You guys care about the robots that we are going to be making. And I have a really fun idea. I've been wanting to do this for such a long time now, and I finally think it's time to do it. Now, I've been testing this out on my Discord, which, by the way, link in the description if you want to join. Very friendly community. But we have been testing out this little thing in this game. I call it the Randomizer. Now, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just saying, I'm the pioneer of this thing. This little fun way to build a robot that if you just want to build a robot, this is how you do it. Okay, so here we are. We're on this website called Picker Wheel. And pretty much what we're going to be doing is I'm going to spin this wheel based off of weapons, wheels, colors, where the wheels are located, and all of this stuff to completely randomize how we're going to build this robot. Now, I've been kind of messing around with it. Some of these things I just haven't done, and we might get a really weird draw. So what we're going to do is we are going to spin this right here, and we are going to see what type of weapon we are building in today's episode, and I hope it's something decent. It's a vertical spinner. Okay, a vertical spinner. Everybody makes vertical spinners in this game. It's known for. Now here's the thing. This option right here, I changed the settings. This is how we're going to build the wheels. So we can have a 4-wheel drive, but the out means it's on the outside of the chassis, or so the wheels are going to be located on the outside of the robot, so they're exposed wheels. When it says in, that means they're on the inside and they're kind of covered by a bunch of armor or the actual robot itself. So we're going to spin this. We got a vertical spinner and we need to know where our wheels are located. And our wheels, of course, we have a 4-wheel drive. Wheels located on the outside. I can work with this. This is a dream so far. I'm very happy with what we've got. Now, what I'm kind of scared for, I'm on the wheel motor randomizer. Whatever motor is located in this game is on this. I don't think I updated this randomizer for the newest updated motors, so we're just gonna have to wait for that. But I have a bunch of wheels. Now we can be getting huge pancakes. Or where's the other one? The energies right here. We can be getting ginormous freaking motors for our wheels, and I don't know if I want that. So let's gonna see. We could also get a really bad motor which just doesn't give us enough power. So let's see how this is. I hope it's not bad. Amp flow A4300. Now those are decent motors. They're decent. I'm not gonna complain. I like the Amplo motors a lot. They're very decent. I think they're the better of the motors in the game, in my opinion, at least for drive. And finally, we have to pick what type of weapon motor we are going to be putting on a robot. Now we have a vertical spinner, and this could very much determine how powerful our robot is. So let's spin this here and see what comes up. And I hope it's not something stupid. This is the same. Alright, we got the Ampflow A4300. We got the same motor for our weapon that is also going to be on our wheels. So we're just using 5 of these motors for our robot, and they're going to be on the, was it the outside? Yeah, it was the outside of the robot. And finally, we have a color wheel. Essentially, what happens here is what colors we're going to be making this robot. Now, when it says, let's just say we land on brown, what it's on right now. This means that we can range from a light brown to a dark brown of our choosing. This also includes like a tan, that kind of like, you have to mess around with the color wheel, whatever it is called. You know what I'm talking about, the color thing that's on the screen right now. This thing that you gotta worry about, that like anything in that portion, as long as it's on brown, we can use it. And we're gonna stay away from black and white. Alright, so let's spin. I'm gonna do 3 colors. We don't have to use all 3 of these colors, but I want like a general base of what I want to do. Alright, we got gray as our first one, which we can't really go far from that, because gray is either light gray or dark gray. That's it. You can't go black or white. Spinning for our second color. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. We get green. Okay, so we got like a, let's just think about it right now. We got like that dark gray with a neon bright green. That could work. That's what I'm thinking of so far. And our final color for our robot is going to be something cool. What is that? Pink. It was right in the middle of orange and pink, but we ended up with pink by a pixel. So we got gray, green, and pink as our colors. Okay, I can work with that. I'm just trying to find something, kind of a general theme of what I want to do with this robot with gray, pink, and green. And it's just a bunch of shoes. I do have an idea actually of a type of robot I want to do, but this would be a drum spinner. And I don't know if a drum spinner is technically considered a vertical spinner. Alright, I'm asking my Discord just because I have no idea. Okay. I think I did good. I'm about to get made fun of. I'm about to get made fun of by a lot of people right now, and I'm not really excited for it. It's not looking good. It's not looking good so far. My idea of this drum spinner, I need to... Hold on. I'm gonna draw it out for you guys real quick. Okay, Brick. Brick is intelligent. Don't let me down, Brick. Tell me yes. Yes, Soy. I consider it. I consider it a drum spinner. Come on, man. Don't let me down here. I consider a drum spinner a vertical. I would consider. Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Brick! Yes! Let's go, Brick! Let's go! Let's go, Brick! Alright, here's my idea. My freaking idea. Bear with me, okay? Just bear with me for a second. Oh god, I'm so bad at drawing. I don't know why I'm tempting to do it. So this is the drum, okay? This is gonna be the drum of the robot. Alright, let's just say it's a vertical spinner, so we'll add like, I don't know, it's just a bar instead. Hold on, we'll make it better. If it's not allowed, we'll do this instead. But my idea is, so this is gonna be the robot facing towards us, okay? So this is the weapon itself. And I had like a dream. I don't even know what it was, but I had a crazy idea that a robot would be designed to have a wheel on both sides. And this is like perfect for what we got in the randomizer. Kind of like this, all right? Bad drawing, just remember that, very bad drawing. So my idea is that the robot will always be upright. And I don't know how I would do this so far, but I might have to make it so it extends up as well, or has a back thing where it can always just stay level. But it's just like, it's just a weapon. The weapon's gonna be the main part right here. Alright? And then it just spins like a crazy boy. And then no matter where this robot gets knocked around, it'll always land on its wheels. Right? That's pretty cool. I mean, you gotta think also, if it's a vertical spinner hitting it, boom, it's gone. But I don't give a crap, alright? I just like creating fun stuff. So let's try to make this, alright? I have a feeling that this can work. I hope. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes. Alright, let's do this. I'm sick of waiting because this is our time. Now, I didn't think about this right now, so I think I'm just gonna make kind of like one of these. as our base. As our base, alright? And this doesn't even look even. It's not even, so scratch that. Alright, we got an even base now. So, we're making a robot that is absolute trash. So, I hope it's not trash. We'll see. I'll be making a... Oh god, I haven't played this game in forever. We're making a tutorial soon, so no need to fret because it'll be here. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Now my concern about this robot is, alright, it's going to be broken up into 2 different pieces. So what we're going to be doing, this is going to be a lot of custom shapes. A lot of custom shapes for this robot. Alright, so hear me out on this one. This robot is going to, this is going to be the top, the kind of the part that I was telling you guys about earlier, where this is the face of the robot. I'm not sure where the weapon's going to go yet, but I kind of want to have the weapon be where this bar is, okay? Which means I would probably, do you know what? This is going to be the top. No. Yes, yes. That's going to be the top. Yeah, I like that better, actually. So this is going to be the top where the robot, the weapon's going to go. So the weapon's going to go in between these 2 things. And we could always expand this if needed. So the weapon's going to go in this little spot right here, connecting the 2. And I'm going to probably make this an arch eventually. Not right now, obviously. But this will be where the weapon is. And it's going to kind of... It's going to be the main attraction, like I said. So we're going to have to worry about all this stuff later. And I'm almost worried that this robot is going to be on the heavy side. So, you know what I'm saying. Now we have to use the what was it? The A3400. We're using these bad boys. Now if we're doing a drum spinner, we're gonna do only one side, I think. But if we're doing a vert, we're gonna do the double-sided. And it actually might work out better this way if we do that. So we're gonna kind of drop this down a bit. Now for the weapon, this is going to be somewhat simple, to be honest. I usually pick between cylinders and all that, but we're going to be doing a custom shape for our bar, essentially. Now what is this, you ask? I don't know. That's the answer. Congratulations. But this is going to be our bar. And we obviously have to make it probably, I don't know, a lot smaller. Yeah, like that. And we'll just extend it a little bit more, and that is our bar. Alright, I'm liking how this is coming out so far. It might have to be a little bit bigger, to be honest, so we'll just keep messing with it. I'm gonna say 669. That's a perfect number. Yeah, there we go. So this is gonna be our bar that's gonna be spinning, and I'm gonna attach some bigger teeth to it to count as a quote-unquote vertical spinner. And from there, we are just gonna have to start building down to where we get the legs. I'm probably gonna put it at an angle too, I think. But I'm not sure how this robot is gonna stay stable, and that's my biggest concern for this entire robot. So it might have to come down and break to a point where, I don't know, we're gonna have to figure that part out. But for now, this robot looks pretty good, and let's see what it looks like. Whoa. That's so cool. Alright, I just added a few of the colors that I needed down for this robot, nothing crazy. They're not the actual colors either, I just picked random colors, essentially, that I was allowed to pick. So we're gonna start building down now, and this is my biggest concern for this robot. Do we need to branch it out into almost a fork? To where... Oh, I have a cool idea, guys. Holy crap, I have a cool idea. I just answered my question. I'll see y'all in a second. It's gonna take me a bit to make this custom shape, but I'll catch you up when I'm done with it. Alright, this actually looks like it might work. I actually didn't record it because I thought it was gonna be a fail, but it looks like it's promising. So we're gonna try it out. No promises. So this is my idea right now. We're gonna push this down, and we need to line it up with our base template that we have down there right now. So about there, looks good. Maybe a little shorter. Oh, actually it's too tall. Something like this. Now I might be too wide currently. I might have to settle for something like this for now. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to mess around with it, but you kind of get what I'm going for, right? So essentially I have to move this robot up too. Alright, I just had to move it up a little bit. So kind of see what I'm going for, right? Kind of see it. It's going to break down, and it might have to be a little shorter because I want this to be it just looks too thick to me, right? Is that just me? Looks a little too thick. That looks a little bit better. I'm still gonna have to mess around with those little corners. Yeah, I like this actually a little bit better, so I'm gonna make it a little bit more thin. And my idea for this is I'm gonna treat both sides as a wedge. So this is gonna be a low ground robot. So both the robot going up against it, obviously if it has wedgelets, this robot's screwed. But the weird robots that it'll fight, this robot is gonna try to wedge up against all of the opponents and just dominate. You know what I'm saying? Just dominate it. Looking decent, looking decent. When it sits down, you can see its ferocity.
Ferociously.
I never passed English. Okay, so I added a little bit of a tooth, and it's probably going to change. Based off of what it looks like right now, I don't think I'm gonna like it, but for now, it's gonna stay. And I have to figure out where the heck to put these motors inside of these, which means we're probably gonna have to extend the robot just a little bit, but I think I'm okay with that. So what we're gonna do is I just gotta like kind of see if it'll fit inside. That's the big question for me. Obviously it's not wide enough, so let's just say it goes out to here. Does it peek out anywhere? Just a little bit on the bottom, so we're gonna have to make this a little taller. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. Any more peeking? It still peeks out right there, but we can probably sneak it inside. Yep, there we go. So that's the spot that the wheels are gonna go. May not be efficient, but we can work with it. So I'm gonna figure out a way to get this robot, if you can even call it a robot right now, to have wheels, have the room for wheels, because keep in mind we still have to add electronics, which we don't have right now, and that's not good. I like how short it is. I want it to be low to the ground no matter what, so I think I'm going to keep it at this height, so I'm not going to extend it down anymore. And I think I actually have to mess with this a little bit too, but for now I'm just going to try to find some way somehow to get this robot to work, and wish me luck, because it's gonna take a bit. Yeah, so you guys can already delete those comments. You can get rid of them. I figured it out. I was using the wrong motors. I was using the 3400s and not the 4300s. So I'm gonna replace everything, and we're gonna get back to the good old-fashioned show. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more of a problem than I thought it would be. There is not enough space on this robot, but I'm gonna try to make it work. Oh boy, I got a crazy idea. Instead of using regular wheels, I'm gonna be using the half spheres and see how that works out for me. I don't know if it's gonna be efficient or not, but I really wanna try it. I really want to try it, so I'm gonna do it. Oh, this could be the stupidest idea ever. Whatever, am I right? I think I got something that I'm kind of happy with. I'm still not quite there yet. There's a lot of stuff that I had to do to get this robot to work how I wanted it to, but it still looks pretty decent. Again, these colors are not what I'm going to be doing as of now. I'm kind of going with a weird the gray like cylinder, kind of like a stripey vibe, but I'm not sure if that's going to change yet or not. Now, I haven't played this new Weld update much, and after messing around with this, I am pushing that tutorial up by a lot on my to-do list, because there is so much to do just to place down your wheels, and it took me a while to figure it out. Robot is not where I want it to be yet. For example, I had to put, and this is my scary part, I had to put the electronics all in here. I had to make sure, I'm gonna have to adjust this because the clipping obviously is not going to be allowed, but I had to pretty much hide all the stuff in this interior where the gray base is, and where these kind of, I don't know, wedges, I guess, in a sense. That's where everything is hiding right now. I had to, again, clipping right now, it's going to change, but I had to kind of put stuff in spots I would never normally put stuff in a robot. And on top of all this, the wheels, they need like axles now, and they have so much required in order to operate, and yeah, this mess started out. I was hoping to just put some wheels down right here, but obviously it couldn't do that. But yeah, this is the robot so far. It's nothing crazy, but it drives pretty fast. It took me a little bit to mess with the transmissions, and it's not currently balanced, the weapon at least, but we're almost there. And it looks pretty mean, right? It looks clean, and that's what I try to go for with a robot whenever I build something, is it looking clean, I guess. But yeah, this is the robot so far. I have a lot of work still to do, and it's mostly going to be off-camera stuff because I've been at a constant pace of just putting something down, tearing it apart, and rinse and repeat. And it's not healthy, but I'm doing it. And we're also overweight by 13 kilograms right now, which is not good. So we're gonna have to lower that down too, and I'm still adding stuff. Obviously, I want to hide this motor, which I'm gonna have to duplicate to this side too, so it looks like there's two motors. My plan also for this right here is to somewhat cover it, but I also kind of I like the exposed look in the same way. I might just add some like cubes right here just to hide the transmissions at least, but I love the look of these motors, how they have this kind of axle looking thing. I don't even know what this is. It's like the plate right here. I love this. I wish all motors had this, to be honest, because it just looks robotic-y, you know, like it just looks like something a robot would have. And so I think I'm gonna keep that. I think I'm gonna keep this part exposed, even though it's technically part of the motor, so more damage being done towards my robot, not good. But like I said, I'm going for looks on this one. So yeah, I'm gonna start working on this robot more, try to get a solid theme down, but right now it looks pretty good. I love how how short to the ground it is. It just looks like a robot. I think I'm actually finally making stuff that looks like robots now, so that is good. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work, and I will see you guys when I see you. Here it is. I think I got everything that I wanted to get for this robot, at least done on paper in a way. It looks pretty cool if you ask me. I've never made a robot that's so low to the ground. Like straight up, this robot it's very short, and I think that's really cool. That's like the whole general vibe I wanted to go. Now when I wrote this down on paper, when I had my little paint thing open, I wanted it to be, when it got flipped over, it'll always land on its wheels, but you know, obviously everything can't happen when you do a randomizer test. But I think this randomizer challenge actually came out pretty good. Like, granted, I got some really lucky rolls when it came to the vertical spinner, and I got 4-wheel drive outside. I got the same motors for both the weapons and the drive, so I can't really complain about anything. But I think this robot's essentially done. Now I still have to mess around with the colors, and I gotta do nuts and bolts also just to make it kind of pop a little bit, and of course I gotta do decals. I still don't have a theme for this robot, but just like kind of looking at this, like these, like I guess what these are called, the cylinders, I guess I kind of have like a theme for that in a way, so I might make these glow a little bit, but that's all I can think about. Now I did a little bit of testing with this robot, and it's hard to explain. It's not the best when it comes to taking damage. The wheels are kind of hidden underneath these little, I don't even know what these are, these half cylinders in a way. They fall off pretty easy, but what can you say? Like, I can't complain about a randomizer challenge being not efficient. I think it's a successful challenge in my opinion. I'm gonna do the colors, I'm gonna mess around with what I want to get done, and then I will see you when we start the decals, and from there we'll start fighting perhaps. So we'll see how this robot really performs under the lights. And I present to you Unnamed Robot. I don't have a name for it, but this is the design that I have finished up with. I think it looks pretty, I'm gonna say it. It looks clean. I say it a lot. Every build that I've done, every episode I feel like I've said this looks clean. But I kind of mean it for this one. I meant it for all the other ones too, but I really liked how this came out. I didn't really know what to do for decals, so I kind of just did arrows, and I think it works. The whole reason why I did the arrow kind of theme was because this robot can attack from either direction. So like, you don't know where its front is, and that's like the whole idea of it. So like, this could be the front. That's backwards. Like, it's crazy. That's why I like it. And it's so, I don't know, something about it. It's just, it looks like a cool robot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the design that we have finished up with, and I'm leaving it up to you guys to give this robot a name. Leave it down in the comments below what I should name this robot, and the one that I like the most, that's the one I'm gonna decide. So leave as many comments down below for what we should name this robot. Just write it down. It could be anything, and I will pick between all of them. But yeah, this is the robot currently unnamed, which it fits pretty well for it. I'm gonna just call it V for now because it has a V on it. Anyways, I am sick of just looking at this robot. By the way, I implemented some pink in. You guys probably already saw this, but I think it kind of blends well with it. I did two types of grays as well, where I did like a light and a dark to kind of offset two different colors to kind of merge the lime and the pink together. So I think it came out pretty good. But let's throw this robot into an arena to fight Solar Flare, the robot that I made when I had coronavirus. So without further ado, let's see that fight. And here are the two competitors. I'm pretty excited for this one because both robots, I really like both the designs of each one of them. You know what I'm saying? The V, I'm just gonna call V for now, is I don't know, something about it. It's so unique, and I just haven't seen a robot like that before. And then Solar Flare is just, come on now, it's a cool looking robot. So without any further ado, let this fight begin. And here's a little, you guys are about to see the animation that I've been working on to set up when to start the match to get the fade of the lights correctly. I AI'd both robots, so they should both be good to go. And some huge hits right off the bat from V. Getting a little stuck inside of it now, but it seems like it had a good pin in. The drive is surprisingly really good in this robot. I thought when I got the, what was it, the 3400s, the 4300s, whatever the heck those amp flows are for the drive, I thought it was going to be very slow, but I found something apparently that really worked out for this robot when it came to driving. The weapon, on the other hand, it could be more fine-tuned. It's balanced right now, but other than that, it doesn't really have anything in particular that stands out besides just how it looks. It also seems like Solar Flare, the weapon, has stopped working. Now, I didn't really update this robot from the new weld build, so it could just be completely broken right now. But we are inching closer to the 16 more robots for the Battle of the Rookies 2.0, which I'm very excited for. I just want to do a bunch of tournaments in this game, and Robomania, the actual fighting league, has to be on a little bit of a break right now because of the Weld update. None of the robots are updated, so it's definitely going to be put on a hold, if not just completely scratching it. But we're gonna see in the future. We're probably gonna redo it just because, like, it's my first time doing a league or a fighting event, so I definitely found some flaws in the first way I did it, especially with like the recording process, how people submitted robots and all of that. I limited everybody to a robot, so no matter what, you can upload something, it'll be accepted, and it shouldn't be like that because everyone just uploaded a vertical spinner, and fights got a little stale in my opinion. They were just vertical versus vertical. Super fun, you know. I mean, sure, it had some cool fights on it, but other than that, it was just like there was no, I don't know. There was nothing separating like the unique robots to really stand out, and that was what really made me sad. Speaking of which, for this fight though, it's kind of just a pushing battle. It looks like our boy V has run out of battery, which is not good. Slowed down significantly. So that means we're gonna have to probably add some extra batteries for that drive. Can it survive the last 15 seconds though? There was really no damage done by either robot. Granted, both robots are under construction still, so neither one really can do much at the moment. I mean, on paper they looked good, but we had a 3-minute pushing affair. And let's just call it a draw for now. I really have no idea who won, but both robots really didn't show anything based off of performance. Alright guys, so this is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed this little randomizer challenge that I did. Do expect more in the future because that stuff is just so fun for me. I love finding weird ways to create a robot that doesn't require a lot of brain power, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, write a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't. It really would mean the world to me. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, weekend, weekday, whatever it may be. And I will see you all in a future episode. Have a good one.